It's week 1 of the 2024 season as we see a team who left LA take on a team who came back home. It's the Rams and the Raiders on Monday Night Prime Time.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Sutton now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, it's also one of the...
And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there.
On the first play.
Picking up the fumble, the natural inclination.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders!
Zamir White taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Sutton now to return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Back to throw. King. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jonathan Bullard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And it's fielded at the 34. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Williams. Oh, nice move. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
46 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
There's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. So the completion good for 7 there. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. King. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
King now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's King from the gun on 3rd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Byron Young
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football and try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. King. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Operating from the gun, King. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That man a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession.
He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Up the middle, it's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now King on 1st and 10. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. King. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is King. Off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. The throw right sideline here is complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Now Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Stafford. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. is going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. King throwing on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, a run from White. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20.
Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Pass complete there to McCoy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Stafford here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Stafford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Stafford. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
And no flags. And it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. DeAndre Swift. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Brock Purdy, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Operating from the gun, King. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. First down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. King over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll go up the middle with White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, King. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
King now from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown Raiders! Hunter Renfrow, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders
Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sutton now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down at Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the Raiders have got him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know. They're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Back to throw. King. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Aaron Donald now with his second sack here on opening night.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Finding space at the 40.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's King to throw on 3rd down. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They go with White on the counter. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Looking to throw. King. And that is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Open man is Myers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
First down, Los Angeles.
Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again is Stafford.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start the drive with a give to White.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. King. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They keep it on the ground. White again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
White is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Raiders, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.